Canada is one of the most, if not the most, dystopian society in the world.
Pressure cooker Canada is about to blow, and it's Trudeau's fault, according to university professor and renowned author. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Rebel News reporter Alexa Lavoie was in Mexico this week to attend the Conservative Political Action Conference. At that conference, she met up with renowned author and university professor Miklos Lukacs. And I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, so for the rest of this video, I'll just refer to him as ML. ML is originally from Peru, but he's lived much of his professional life in the UK. He recently published a book on transgenderism and the dangers it poses. Now, I'm not going to say that I know much about that topic, but it does seem to be an interesting topic and something that I might want to dig into, as it seems to be a growing issue of concern. When speaking on the topic of Canada, ML described Canada as a dystopian country and one of the least free countries in the world at the present time.
How we were able to change the minding of a whole country that now there is nothing as a boy or a girl.
It's a very tricky question in political terms, because what you are asking me is to suggest how to combat this. Canada is openly a dystopian society. If Canadians don't understand where they are living right now, it would be very sad. But Canada is one of the least, countries where you have freedom right now. You're very unfree in Canada. Canada is one of the most, if not the most, dystopian society in the world.
How do you see the man like Justin Trudeau? How you perceive him?
You're putting me into a lot of trouble. Well, this is a free media. Well, I think Trudeau is the worst that you can find in politics. It's a mean, evil, idiotic, sub-intelligent human being. And I think he has no limits for power. He can do whatever it takes for power, even destroy his own country, his own people. I think he's the worst, one of the worst human beings on planet Earth.
He even described it as being a bit of a pressure cooker about to explode if something isn't done.
The problem is that when you start closing all institutional avenues for, expressing your freedoms and trying to dispute politically some agendas, when those roads are closed, it's like a boiling, pan, or how do you call an olla, There will be a point where it will blow. And that's what I'm concerned about, not only in Canada, but in the UK, where you have seen all these, after, Southport, the events on Southport, where this black teenager, who the media portrayed as a boy. It's incredible. In England and in Britain, you had this burst of anger. And Keir Starmer, who is another guy in the line of Justin Trudeau, started, punishing citizens for expressing what they want to say. This is our country. We want our country back. Mm-hmm. We are not against immigration. We want controlled immigration. We want positive immigration, not the kind of immigration that, mature men ready for fighting, and this is the kind of refugees you have. So I think that, you have to recover that sense of nation, of pride. I think that's what has happened in the UK, in Canada. People have lost that sense of pride, that sense of, I would say, the response that they have. They have to fight for their country. Unfortunately, what will happen is, what I say is that there will be a point where it will blow, it will explode, and it could get nasty. And we should try to avoid that. But there's a point where you just cannot avoid these things. You have to fight for your freedom.
Kind of like the story of the pot and the frog. If you put a frog in a pot of water and you slowly heat it up, it won't jump out. It will essentially allow itself to be cooked. But if you try to put that frog in a pot of hot water, it will jump out. So is that where we are in Canada today? Is Canada a pot of water slowly heating up to the point where it's going to endanger us all, but we don't know that it's coming? And will it eventually explode like an overheated pressure cooker? As ML said, it eventually will. And is this what Trudeau and his international puppet masters want? However you slice it, Canada's in for a rough ride if we don't get rid of these woke politicians and do something quickly to reverse what's been happening to Canada over the last 9 years. But that's just my opinion. I'd love to know what you think. Put your comments below. And while you're at it, please like this video and share it with your friends and on social media. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Oh, and by the way, before you go, there's a lot of information in the description, including links to all of my social media and to my website, where you can sign up for a course that I teach, the Canadian Firearm Safety Course. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.